They need to be making the case that what is happening is wrong. And Chuck Schumer is thoroughly incapable of doing that.
Larry wants to know what power will Congress have if the Democrats regain the House and or the Senate at the midterms? What will they be able to accomplish? George, I'll put that one to you.
They're not going to ever have the votes to pass legislation over President Trump's veto. But what they could do is they could use the fact that they have a majority to block things that Trump might want to pass and use that as leverage to get things that they want done. The problem with that is that Trump doesn't appear to be willing to rely on legislation to accomplish his ends. He is usurping the power, the Article 1 powers of Congress, ignoring statutes as they exist, writing executive orders that are contrary to statutes. There's a limit to what Congress can do if it's not willing basically to stop funding the government, but that only plays into his hands. So there's a limit. I mean,
so was the senator right to not allow the government to be shut down, as had been advocated by a lot of Democrats?
I'm a bit of two minds of that. I think there's definitely, they definitely need to be doing something. They need to be appearing to be doing something. They need to be making the case that what is happening is wrong. And Chuck Schumer is thoroughly incapable of doing that. Shutting down the government, you want to have Trump blamed for that. You don't want to be the one who's doing it for him. So I understand the hesitancy in not, voting for a spending bill. On the other hand, they have to find some manner in which to express their concern about the what's going on. I think Cory Booker did a nice job with getting attention for his holding the floor for 24 hours. I think a number of members of Congress did a very nice job at the protests that were held on Saturday. And I think they need to do more of that. And I think they also need to do more town halls, which the Republicans are now afraid of doing, to basically say, no, we're here. Here's what's going on. Here's how what Trump is doing affects you. And here's how it's helping Elon Musk, a billionaire. Okay, this is corruption. And they have to, it's kind of like what Navalny and his people did in Russia. They would show the corruption. And that's part of what the Democrats have to do.
We're going to be back next week, and be sure to check that one out. John Michaels with Madeline Brand talking about a vigilante nation, the subversion of American democracy. That's next week. Have a good night. Thanks a lot for being with us.